Welcome back to another episode. Thanks for joining in, crew. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe, keep up to date with what I'm trying to share with you guys. So, a few things I wanted to touch on today. Over the weekend, I went to Tumut, so that's where Luke McMahon lives, and competed in his annual comp. So every year I've done that for the last few years, and it was an amazing time. My partner Jade and I, we placed 7th against some super epic competitors. Really strong performance, and every single year the athletes that are turning up and coming are getting bigger and bigger. So it's pretty cool to see. I'm actually going to do a whole little vlog and talk about some of the workouts and stuff tomorrow, along with some footage to accompany it. But today what I wanted to talk about was a few things while I was actually at the Australia Day Throwdown in Tumut. Matt Mcleod, he was there, and I spoke to Matt Mcleod. Now, last year, Matt Mcleod did the Opens. However, he did also qualify to go into the quarterfinals, but he decided not to go any further as he wasn't sure what he wanted to do with his training at that stage. Now, I spoke to him on the weekend. He has advised me that his plan is for this season to come to qualify for Torian and then see where he can go from there. So back in 2019, I believe, he qualified at the CrossFit Games and he made it into the top 10 athletes and finished out the entire competition in the top 10. So he has actually announced that to me. All right, Matt, are you going to come back this year?
I might try making an appearance at Torian if I can.
And has confirmed that he will be trying to compete and get back to the CrossFit Games. Luke McMahon has also stated that his goal for this season is going to be getting back to Torian, trying to get to the CrossFit Games as well. If you don't know who Luke McMahon is, go back to one of our very early vlogs. We did a interview day with him and hung out with him and got to know him and shared a lot about him. Also, I did one with Matt Mcleod and Tommy Lengel when I went and visited them down in Geelong. So if you haven't before, go back, watch those, because there's some really cool stuff that those athletes shared with us. The other thing I wanted to talk about was CrossFit. The CrossFit Games has actually released the equipment list for this year's CrossFit Opens. Now, whilst Dave Castro has been fired from the CrossFit Games, they are keeping the format of only 3 weeks of the CrossFit Opens, because then we have the quarterfinals and several stages of qualifying to get to the CrossFit Games now. So they have announced the list. The list is... Alright, so dumbbells. Everyone's going to need some dumbbells. Okay, so RX is going to need 1 dumbbell, Scaled is going to need 1 dumbbell, then the age group divisions are also going to need 1 dumbbells, and then the adaptive divisions their weights will vary for their divisions, okay? We also need a barbell, okay? So every person will need to have a barbell, also need to have bumper plates. Every division will need to have bumper plates as well. Then there is a box, so RX, Scaled, age groups, and adaptive. So again, every division needs to have a box. A jump rope, every division needs to have a jump rope, so a skipping rope, and a pull-up bar. Every single division needs to have a pull-up bar. It also stipulates behind there that you need to have wall space, okay, to be able to use behind your pull-up bar or wherever you're going to be doing it. So you need to have wall space is one of the equipments. It does say that it needs a set of rings. However, it says only the adaptive divisions need a set of rings. So whether that means that instead of doing pull-ups, maybe they are going to be doing ring rows, for example, okay? So that is the equipment list. It's super basic. You don't need heaps of stuff, but it means that it's more accessible to a lot of other people. Now, another interesting thing that CrossFit's actually released in regards to the Opens is there is a new format for submitting your scores online. So previously what you'd have to do is you'd have to go to an affiliate, so a registered CrossFit gym, complete the workout inside their gym, and then the owner would then validate the score and say that you actually did that score. Now, if you didn't do that, you had to then film yourself, and then online judges would jump on, they would count your reps, and they would watch your video over and over and over again and give you a score, and then your score would be then accepted or rejected if it needed to have amendments made or if there was no reps in there. Now, an online judge can now validate your score. So you can be at home in your garage as long as the person who is counting your reps and judging you and signs off on the score sheet has done the online judges course on CrossFit. You now no longer need to be an affiliate or need to worry about filming it if you aren't going to make it to the next one. Obviously, if you know that you're going to be making it to the next stage, you do have to film yourself, okay? Because they then go back and they look at all the work, all of the videos for the top amount of athletes prior to giving them an invite to the next stage. Another thing that they've also announced is that as soon as you submit your score now, it will immediately be visible on the CrossFit leaderboard. You no longer have to wait for someone to validate that score. So an affiliate, sometimes they would wait until the very last second so they could see other people's scores, and then they would validate their members' scores, or at times people wouldn't put their stuff in until very last minute. And another thing that's also been announced is that if an affiliate owner doesn't validate a score by the time of the cutoff, it actually just gets wiped off the leaderboard. They don't get to sit there, they don't get any backs and forwards, it just immediately gets wiped off the leaderboard and the leaderboard just changes automatically. So those are some new cool changes that are coming with the CrossFit Open, and I'm excited. So this will be a good year. Like I said at the start of the vlog, I spent the weekend in Tumut at that comp, and I will do up a vlog tomorrow talking about some of the workouts and stuff and the epic amount of rain that we experienced on the first day and everything, which just made it a little bit more exciting. So I'll put that out tomorrow. In the meantime, if you haven't already, make sure you share this vlog around, get everyone to jump on board, like it, share it, send it to your friends, let everyone know. Okay, thanks for tuning in, crew. Really appreciate it. See yous.